Bella here from Bella Speaks, creating a new video for you guys, for my channel, for my social media platforms. And I am so excited today. I feel extremely great. I feel so blessed to be able to be here to record this video for you guys. And today I am going to be talking about overcoming stagnation. What is stagnation? Stagnation is when you are stopped, when there's not a lot of movement in your life, when you realize that you come to a phase where things are not really moving forward. Your projects, you have not been working on your projects. Maybe you have stopped posting on social media about your brand, advancing your business. You kind of have come to a halt. So today I want to talk about that because I am actually going to a phase where I am moving forward from a season of stagnation, from a time where I felt like I was not really doing much of anything. So if you're interested in this topic and if this is something that you feel you're going through, keep watching, and I hope that this message will bless you. So let's get right to it. So today, as I mentioned before, I am going to be talking about overcoming stagnation. You are at a place in your life where you're just simply not seeing a lot of things happening. You're not seeing your business grow. You're not really seeing a lot of things coming to place or coming to manifestation. You're kind of tired. You don't really want to be around people. You really want to just be in your shell. You don't want to do the things that you know you're supposed to be doing, like following up with clients or progressing in the goals that you have set for yourself, for your business, for your brand, for yourself, for your spiritual life, for your mental life, for every single area in your life. And the reason why I want to talk about this, like I mentioned before, is because I am literally, today is the first day that I have made the decision to move forward from that season of stagnation where I have not been posting. I haven't even really been doing so good with following up with my clients. I've kind of just been in this slump. So today I want to talk about this, and I want to tell you guys that the first thing that it is important for you to recognize about being in a season of stagnation is that you have to remember that you are human, that you are going to go through seasons where you're not feeling the best and you're not feeling like you want to work on your goals and work on your projects and work on the things that you have set before yourself, the goals that you have set before yourself. So understanding where you are and understanding your state of mind is a big part of realizing what you have to do so you can get yourself out of that season and out of that phase. So number one, recognize that you're stagnant. Recognize that you just haven't simply wanted to work on things, that you are feeling down, that you are feeling like you don't want to be around people. Recognizing that not only you're in that state of mind, but being gentle enough with yourself to identify that sometimes, even in the season of stagnation, God is still working in your life. That in that season of stagnation, God is still breathing life into you, and that He is speaking into you. Because a lot of the times when we're so busy and we're going and we get so, caught up on everything that we're doing, we forget to rest. We forget to listen, we forget to be still. So for me, in particularly in this time, it's been a couple of weeks now where I've just simply have not been really feeling like myself, have not really been proactive about my lifestyle, about working out, about my business. If you guys follow me on social media, even on Instagram, you see that I haven't even posted on my business Instagram. So what had happened is that I was going through a season where I was stopped, but then I also recognized that in that very season of stagnation, of slowing down, where movement ceased, God was ministering to me, and He was breathing life into me, and He was helping me identify what are some of the areas that He is working in my life. So that is the number one thing that it is important. Recognize where you are and identify even the beauty in silence and even the beauty in non-movement. So number two, the other thing that you want to keep in mind is that when you are going through the season of stagnation, remember that you're not alone, that there are other people going through that as well. Sometimes I feel like we are the only ones going through things. We are the only ones that are going through challenges and difficulties, and that we are the only ones that are not advancing. But remember, everybody is going through this, guys. We are all going through different seasons, and God is working in our lives at different times. So what I want to remind you is you're not alone. So recognize where you are, identify what God is trying to speak to you, even in that season of non-movement. And number two, remember that you're not alone. All of us, at times, we are going through that season. Okay, number three, one of the things to keep in mind when you are in a season of stagnation and when you're in a time of non-movement is that you have to rest. And not only rest physically, but resting your mind, resting in your mind, your body, your spirit, and really taking the time to honor your body and honor yourself in this season. Because what is happening is that something is happening where you need to recharge, you need to re-energize, you need to pray more, and you need to ask God to breathe life into you, to strengthen you, to give you mercy, to put his mercy over you, to cover you. And make sure that you are honoring your body and that you are taking the time to rest, because this is really important, even in the process of moving out of this phase, even in the process of beginning that forward progress and that movement that will help you regain that momentum that you need. Another one of the things that I wanted to mention is the first thing that you have to do in order to move out of stagnation and overcome stagnation is to create movement. So in order for you to stop being stopped, you have to move. So it is really important to remember, if a train is going 50 miles per hour and that train comes to a stop, in order for that train to regain momentum and begin to go again at that high speed, is going to need to little by little begin to move after it stopped. So obviously the train is not going to begin to move at full speed. It's going to slowly begin to move again, and little by little it will regain its momentum and it will actually go to the high speed over time. So when you are in a season of stagnation, all you have to do is begin a routine. Again, begin to go to your to-do list. Yes, you may not feel like it. You may be in a slump. You're like, you know what? I really don't feel like it. But I promise you, the moment that you even take that first step and you say, okay, I'm going to take the time and I'm going to, let me go back to my to-do list. Yes, it's been weeks, maybe even months since I've looked at the things that I've been wanting to work on. But in this new season, guys, in 2020, we have to move forward, and we have to believe that the goals and the visions that God has given us and the gifts that have been put inside of us, we need to put them to work. They are not going to help anybody. You're not going to build a business unless you build a business. So the very thing that is the most important is, remember, movement, action. You want to be active. You want to go ahead and write that song. You want to go ahead and continue to write that manuscript for that book that God has called you to do. If you have a YouTube video, begin to record your YouTube videos. Go ahead and turn that camera on. Don't worry about what is not perfect or what is there or what is lacking, but focus on the resources that are available to you at hand. Focus on the resources that are available to you at this moment, and create from the place that you are. The reason why I am making this video today is because I myself, I'm moving out of season of stagnation, of non-movement. So in order for me to be able to move out of there, what did I say? Well, I need to create a YouTube video. I need to go ahead and write. I need to go ahead and follow up with my clients. I need to go ahead and create that post on Instagram. I have 2 products that I created since last year. It's been, what is it, the 14th today? I created 2 brand new products in my product line that I have not even told anyone about. So these are the things that will help me move out of the season of non-movement and will help me regain my momentum so that I can regain that passion and that I can begin to move again with God ahead of me, of course. But listen, God cannot do anything if you're not going to move. you have to move. You have to take action. So take those small steps. Begin one step at a time. And as you begin to take one step at a time, what will happen is that God will bless the fruit of your labor. God will bless your work. God will bless what you're doing. God will bless you because you're moving into the future, and you're moving forward even though you may not feel like it. There's going to be a lot of times where you're not going to feel like doing something. Do it anyways. Move past that feeling and begin to take action. Another thing that will also help you during this season is to change up your routine. If you're used to waking up at the same time, doing everything at the same time, switch it up. If you usually used to work out in the mornings, maybe try to work out in the afternoon. And, incorporate prayer and meditation into your routine. Do things that are different. Shake up your schedule a little bit. Don't get caught up in that routine, because that routine will actually continue to keep you trapped in that phase. So what you want to do is you want to add things to it. Maybe begin to write, maybe begin journaling, maybe begin do a vision board. Do things that are going to be able to help you transcend and pass this phase that you're going through. Okay, so it's really important to do that. Time with yourself, solitude is really important. Taking that quiet time to really meditate and really reflect on what God is doing in your life in the season, being able to identify where you are, what is lacking and what is needed, and what are the things that are required of you in this time. In life, we go through seasons, and what happens is that a lot of the times we don't even know what's happening. A lot of the times we don't recognize that we are transitioning from time to time. So what I have begun to do is I have begun to pray, and I've begun to meditate even more, and I've really begun to honor that time alone, where I am in silence and I am listening to guidance, and I am asking for guidance, and then I'm making sure that I'm making that quiet time to listen to the guidance. So it is important to remember that this is a very normal thing. You will go through times where you will seize movement. But even in those times, there's a beauty in that. Even in those times, God is still working. God is never asleep. God is never not working. So just remember to tap into the higher source, and remember to trust in the process. One of the biggest things that has happened to me, and the reason why I feel like I went in through this stage of stagnation, is because I've been so busy, and I was doing this and I was doing that, and I was all over the place. And what happened is that I was not really being effective. I was not really seeing the fruit of the work that I was putting in. But what God began to minister to me is that even in this season, we have to walk by faith, which means that don't worry if you're not seeing the full manifestation of the things that you've been working for in the last years. But what you need to do is walk by faith and believe that that is still going to come to pass, that what you've been working for and the goals that you set for yourself are still going to happen. But you have to, with consistency and the non-tangible traits, continue to move forward towards your dreams. One step in front of the other, one step in front of the other. Just because you have not been walking, and just because you have not been working on your goals, does not mean that you cannot restart. Every day is an opportunity to restart. So I want to encourage you guys, if you have been feeling stagnant, if you have been feeling like you're in a place where you just have not been seeing things move, shake it up. Get up in the morning, do your makeup on, dress yourself good, put your best perfume on, declare that this moment will be the day where you will cease to not do anything, but that you will begin to recreate yourself, and that you will begin to add things into your day that are going to fill you up and that are going to help you begin that movement. So I am sending you guys my love. I hope that this video is going to encourage someone out there. Like I always say, I create these videos because even if just one person it is impacted in a positive way by my videos, then it was worth it. I love you guys. I send you my love. Continue to stay connected to God. Continue to remember who you are, and remember who you are based on who He says you are. And remember, You did not come to this earth by chance. You did not come to this earth as a mistake. You came to this earth because something inside of you is needed in order for us to all collectively be able to continue to be the light that we are called to be, that we can continue to reach out to others. Each one reach one. Each one reach once. Just like I make this video and I can impact one person, you can do something through your gift, whether that's music or writing or poetry or whatever the case may be. You can impact someone too. I believe in you and I know that you can do it. Let's go, guys. Snap out of this stagnation time, overcome the stagnation, regain your power, remind yourself who you are, and don't stop. Sending you my love. Mwah. Bella at Bella Speaks.